Hi, I'm Ailsa from Fitness with Ailsa, and I'm going to take you through some abdominal work today. Just something that will actually help you to strengthen your core muscles, that will help you support your back, and just basically make you feel a lot better and help your posture feel nice and tall. Because it actually helps us a lot to actually make sure we engage our core, just to protect ourselves when we're doing things like standing up, going for walks, just simple things going up and down the stairs. Our core needs to be strong, so that's what we're going to do today. It's not going to be a very long workout, but we're going to make sure that we mobilise a lot of our joints, so that whilst you're thinking about whether you want to do another workout today or not, then if you don't, then this is a good one for you. So obviously before we get going, let's just make sure that we're sitting correctly and that we've got our posture feeling really nice. So just make sure that when you're sitting towards the edge of your chair, that your knees are over your ankles and that your legs are in line with your hips, and that we're pulling up nice and tall, as if we've got an invisible line going up through our spine and out of the top of our heads. We're going to take our shoulders up and press them backwards, as if they're going into our back pockets of our trousers, and we're just going to be sitting nice and tall, and we're going to engage that core just by pulling our navel towards our spine, so we're sitting nice and tall without our backs being against any of the back. We're going to take some deep breaths, and we're going to also squeeze our buttocks at the same time, just make sure that we're grounded nicely. So I want you to breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth, and when we're doing this, I want you to also squeeze in those abdominals. So we're going to breathe in to prepare, and then I want you to exhale, squeezing everything in, good, and release. And that's inhaling, exhale to pull everything up, inhale, release, and exhale to pull everything in. Good. Hopefully you can feel that connection in that lower area. And also it's quite a good thing that throughout these exercises, if you want to just tap your tummy, you want to just make sure that your brain knows that that's the area that you're really wanting to work out today. So before we do anything with our spines, with our core, shall I say, we're going to just make sure that our spines are also just nice and mobilised. So what I want you to do is I just want you to take your hands down by your sides, and I want you just to go into a nice side bend. Just pretend you've got a pane of glass in front of you and a pane of glass behind you, and you're just going to just rock from one side to the other. So you can breathe in, exhale down, inhale centre, exhale out. Inhale centre, exhale out, and again. And we're going to do this because it's really good to get some lateral movement into our spines. Okay, what I want you to do is I want you to actually circle around. So I want you to go backwards and around, just loosening up our lumbar spine. I've got my hands, as you can see, on my tummy, because I want to make sure that I'm pulling my core towards my spine, and that with this rotation I'm making sure that I've got it nice and controlled. So breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. Come back to centre, we're going the other way, and do this in your own time. So if this feels a little bit too fast, just go a little bit slower, because you actually can feel that your core is going to feel engaged. So make sure you're sitting nice and tall, keeping that lovely. So if you've got a board down your spine, so you're nice and tall and straight, good, and stop there, good. What I want you to do now is take your hands down to the side. I want you to bring them forwards, roll your shoulders forwards, and then stretch backwards. We're going to extend through our shoulders, and then we're going to roll them forwards, pushing your tummy to your spine, pulling backwards, pushing your spine forwards towards your tummy, and again going forwards, really roll through and pull back. Lovely. And again, exhale, inhale, and again, and inhale. Lovely. One more, and again, lovely. What you do is just widen your leg stance for me. Make sure your weight is through the middle of your feet. And we're going to just reach forwards to our right, and then we'll reach forwards to our left. And again, reach forward, and reach forward. Good. Nice and controlled. Keep your body upright, but we're really nicely rotating our spines and getting some mobilisation going. Good. Okay, so take those legs back to being hip width apart. We're going to start off by doing those side bends. We're going to work our obliques. You're basically going to have your arm down to the side. You're going to take your arm up and over, and you're going to be pulling up and over and just making sure you don't drop too much into this side and really press out. And then we're going to alternate. So you're going to go to the other side. So breathing out, take it back to centre and over, back to centre, cores nice and controlled, back to centre and over, back to centre, good, down. Remember, you've got those 2 panes of glass, keeping ourselves right, nice and upright. There we go. One more. Good, and down. And there it is. Okay, take your arms down. We're going to roll those shoulders. Good, let's get some mobilisation going through those. Okay, I want you to take your legs just a little bit wider. You're going to take your arm out to the side and you're going to take your other arm to it. And what we're going to do is we're going to pull back in a bow and arrow, but diagonally. So you're going to reach forwards and then you're going to pull back. Follow your head with your elbows, so forwards and then breathe out. Come forwards and breathe out. We're going across our body. Try and see if you can get your hand to go on top of the other hand. Really reach it. And take it back, good. And again. Got one more. Lovely. We're going to take our arms to the other side. We're going to pull back and off we go. Looking back at that elbow, your core is pulled in. We're working the obliques in a slightly different way this time. We're also working that thoracic spine. So we've got some nice control going on. Remember to breathe out as you go back. Come forwards and out. Forwards. One more. Good. And down and relax. Deep breath in. Roll those shoulders. Excellent. Good. Okay, so what we're going to do is I want you to just make sure you're sitting nice and tall. We're going to just lift our hip and our knee off the floor. So lift, right, and then left. Again, right, and then left. Tummy's in. Right, and left. Pulling up through the spine and left. Good. Work 2 more. Good. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take the elbow to the opposite knee and crunch forwards and back. So crunch forwards and back again. Forwards, back, breathing. Centre, centre, centre. 2 more. You're doing great. Excellent. And relax. Take your arms down. Roll those around. Okay, we're going to just make sure we just reposition ourselves. We're going to do the same again, but we're actually going to be bringing ourselves forward in a crunch. So I want you to bring yourself with just your right leg and you're going to bring your elbows up and you're going to crunch forwards and sit up. So crunching forwards and sitting up. Up. That's 3, 4, 5. Other leg. Down and up. Down and up. Good. Down and up. Exhale. And up. 1 more. And up. Good. You should feel that in that core. You're also helping your back a lot. Just roll those shoulders back for me. I like to bounce my feet as well. So bounce your feet. Roll those arms. Excellent. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're actually going to take this leg forward like this. We're going to take our arms out to the sides. And what you're going to do is you're going to bend it and bring yourself forwards. And you're going to take it back. You're going to come forwards and back. Nice and controlled. And back. 4 and back and 5. We're going to take our arms up to the ceiling and we're going to come forwards, forwards and back. Keep that leg bent. 2 and forwards. Keep that crunch going. Crunch that tummy to your spine. 4. Last one. This is good. 5. Well done. what you'll find is you'll feel it in those hip flexors, which is a really good thing because they do tend to get shortened. So we're going to do the same again. We're going to take our leg towards us, 5, 6, off we go. So we're going to go forward and out. So remember, exhale and out, exhale and out, exhale and out. We've got 2 more, exhale and out. Great, take your arm up to the ceiling and again, forwards and out. Really crunch, you're doing great, we're nearly there, you're doing fantastically. 2 more, good, round that through. Last one, good, and down, excellent. I want to take our arms up to the ceiling, lovely stretch up, really lift up through. You've done great. Feel that in our core, feel it in the hip flexors. You've actually worked a little bit of your quads as well and your spine, so we're having some good mobility going through our joints as well. So what I want you to do is I want you to do what we did at the very beginning. I want you to put your hands on your chest and I want you to take a circle around. So not too far around, so you've got control, but I want you to really make sure that you've got some good mobility. Try and keep your bottom nicely centered. Good. Around, we're going the other way and back. Good. Forwards and back. Good. Forwards and back. Forwards and back. Good. Okay, now you've got your hands on your chest. We're going to just crunch out. So we're going to crunch forwards and crunch backwards. We're going to go backwards further than centre and forwards. So I'm going to just show you side on so you can see. So you're going to go forwards, so your knees touch your legs, and come backwards past centre and forwards. Inhale back, exhale forwards. Keeping your head nice and still. All your control is in that core and you should be feeling it, especially after the workout we've just done. So you've done great. And all of these exercises are ones that you should be able to do comfortably. You shouldn't feel uncomfortable at any part, and if you do, just take it down a level or march your legs through until we get to the next exercise. We've got 2 more. Good. Last one. Good, and forwards and back to centre. Fantastic. Great. Well, we're coming to an end, so we're just going to roll our shoulders back. Nice and tall. We're going to take some deep breaths in, so deep breath in, up to the ceiling and out, and down. Inhaling up to the ceiling, good, stretch up, and out and down. One more. Up to the ceiling, hold it there, really stretch, let your breath out. Shoulders come down. Good. Always make sure you have some lovely deep breaths. And there you go, you've done your ab workout for the day. I hope you enjoyed that and you feel good and energized. And we'll be doing some other little workouts that you can do. So you can do this by itself, or maybe you can add this to one of the other workouts that I've done. But do subscribe so that you can see the workouts that I'm doing. You can share this on Facebook, so onto your page, so then you can actually see this and then it's already there, so you just go back to your page and you can find the workout. But I do hope you're staying safe, stay well, you're helping your immune system by doing these workouts, and I look forward to seeing you in one of my other workouts very soon.